Yes, pornography is a great problem. Pornography is a sin trap because it is a enslaving addiction that also breaks down and violates the marriage vows. We see that the person that has an addiction to pornography often commits these things at a greater frequency. We also see that the self-gratifying nature of the viewer makes them see people as objects and not merely people. We must also realize that a great number of clergy as well as congregants suffer from addiction to pornography. The eyes become the gateway and firmly plants it in one's heart. As we find in Matthew chapter 6, verses 22 to 23, we see here that the light of the body are the eyes. So the eye sockets, what the eyes receive, becomes firmly planted in their heart. Now, pornography works to destroy marriage vows as well as the threads of society. And when we look at this, we begin to see that the person that suffers with this addiction to pornography, again, it begins to lead to more degrading sexual acts. Now, you probably didn't realize this, but the great Sermon on the Mount addresses or captures Jesus addressing this lust that's in our heart. So think about this. How many I'm religious but not spiritual Christians that are heavily involved in church are also heavily involved in the strip clubs or some addictive nature, even watching movies? There is an overrated sex scene or a full-blown sex scene that just captures our eye and then plants a seed in our heart that we're drawn back to look at this again. So then we find that in Matthew 5:28, Jesus simply talks about, he says, whomsoever looks upon a woman with lust in their eyes has already committed the sin in their heart. James chapter 1 verse 14 and 15 says, but every man is tempted. He says, and he's drawn away with lust and he's enticed. But I come to free you from this because also one great verse that I've always loved is 1 Corinthians 10:13. God says that whatever temptation comes for you, that he's already and always gives man a way of escape. So flee. So yes, pornography is an addiction that continues to threaten us daily. Be careful of the sins that you commit, which are all sins. And remember, we serve a just and loving God.